This year I turned 28 years old, so today I thought I would share with you 28 pieces of wisdom nuggets, you can say, so that hopefully you will learn something new and get inspired. And definitely watch until the end when I will give you a little gift that I'm sure you will love. And don't forget to subscribe and join the Spirit Nomad community. I share free tips and tricks on how to improve your life, manifest your dreams, and make money doing what you love. Let's get into it. The first thing I've learned is that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. Failing never feels fun in the moment, but when I look back at the failures and the low points of my life, I realize I've learned valuable lessons and I've grown so much from these moments than from my wins in life. I used to be terrified of failing and I would cry every time I didn't get the highest grade in school. But what I've learned over the years is that success will come to you first when you are not scared of failing. Number 2 is that what you send out comes back to you. I used to think that karma is woo-woo, it's not real, but I'm now certain that this is one of the laws of the universe, that what you put out, your energy, will come back to you, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. So growing up, I did not have a lot of friends, especially in my teenage years, and I always wondered why. And for example, if I was in a group, people wouldn't give me much eye contact. And over the years, I realized that it's only when I give energy to people, right? If I listen, I laugh with them, I ask questions, I share my personal stories, then people start warming up to me and people can't wait to be my friends. They want to become friends with me and they give eye contact to me, and it's all about energy. It's an energy exchange, and when you give a lot of positive energy, you get a lot of positive energy back. The opposite always also applies. So if you lie, if you cheat, you will get exposed like at some point, or you will be feel so guilty, or karma will find some way to bite you in the bum and come back. So try to only do good in the world and follow the golden rule. Do upon others as you would do upon yourself. The third thing I've learned is that visualization is not enough to manifest your dreams. You need to take inspired action as well towards them. If you've taken my course, Raise Your Vibrations to Attract Your Dream Life, you know that visualizations is super important to attract your dreams. You need to set an intention, visualize it, and fake it till you make it. However, this is not enough. You need to take inspired action as well. So let's say you want to become a wealthy yoga teacher. Then you need to apply to attend retreats. It doesn't have to be paid. It can just be unpaid at the start. Create YouTube videos, right, of your yoga routines. Put them out every day. Because the universe can't help you if you are just standing still. Imagine if you're a car and you're not moving, then the universe can't really do much to help you. But if it sees that you are serious, you're putting out energy there to move you towards your goals, then they see, okay, this person is serious about it, we will help you and give you support. So if the car is already moving, then the universe can give you that push to help you towards your dreams. Number 4 is that your purpose is to share your passion. So I've always been obsessed with finding my purpose in the world. But it is quite simple. I saw a channeling of Bashar, and he said that your higher self communicates what your purpose is through passion, right? So what you are passionate about, your purpose is to share that with other people. Of course, there's other things also that comes into play. It makes sense. Most pleasures in life, like traveling, gambling, going clubbing, eating good food. Those are all satisfying the ego. However, when we are immersed in something we are passionate about, whether that is making art, singing, writing a blog article, whatever your big passion is, we forget space and time because our soul is so happy. It's so happy to be doing what it's doing. And I think that gives us a very big hint of what our purpose is in this world. The next thing I've learned is that dairy products makes your bones weaker and not stronger. I come from Sweden and we love our dairy. In school we had 3 milks to choose from, the fat one, the normal one, and then the light milk. And I love my dairy, but when I got the diagnosis PCOS, I learned that I should avoid milk, and I started researching why that is. Why do I need to give up this amazing, delicious food? And what happens is that the acidity in milk, it strips the calcium from the bones, making the bones weaker. And although it has calcium in it, it strips the bones off the calcium. So it actually has the opposite effect. And that's why we have one of the highest rates in the world of osteoporosis in Sweden and also in the US, because we eat so much dairy products. So I also learned that you cannot trust marketing and advertising, because those are the ones who have told us that you need to drink milk to have strong bones. That is all a lie, and they cannot even say that anymore in ads because it's untrue. Also, when I introduce milk products back into my diet, I always get my acne back. So no, I'm done with that. No more milk products for me. Next thing is that just because most people believe something doesn't mean that it's the truth. For example, I grew up an atheist. Everyone around me did not believe in God. They did not believe that there is a higher power. But now I'm a firm believer in God and the universe and that it helps us. But I used to not even research these things, right? I would just see, okay, that's what the people around me seems to think, so that must be the truth. Same with Donald Trump. I used to hate that guy. Like, how could he become the president? What is this joke? Just because he wasn't acting like normal politicians, and just because everyone around me was hating him, I never actually looked into what he had done for the US. Like, not only the economy, but no president in history has arrested so many pedophiles like Epstein and pedophile rings, right? So just because the media says one thing, right? Or because people around you believe something, does not mean that that is the absolute truth. Do your own research and follow your own intuition. My next advice is to read a lot. I have read so many books in my life, and there are books on everything, right? How to improve your charisma, business skills, how to become more confident and talk to people, books about God and the human species and how we work and how our brain works, right? And you can get books like this for just $5 or less on Amazon, and you can learn so much. So reading is, I think, so good for all of us. No matter what you want to learn, there is a book about it. My favorite book is Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch. It's a series of several books, which was very mind-opening to me. Another good one is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and The Untethered Soul. I forgot who wrote it, but look it up. It's really, really good if you're into spiritual books. The 8th thing I have learned is that we are multidimensional beings living a human experience. I learned this actually during an ayahuasca trip in the Amazon. I was a total skeptic back then. But what happened is I had an ego death experience where I could feel how my soul and ego got separated, and I could see myself looking at this body and realizing that this is not me. This is just a shell, right? And my ego is also just temporary. It's just this life. I am my soul. There is an immortal soul that I have that never dies. And it was a really scary experience, but so valuable. We are just here temporarily. Earth is like a spiritual school. We're here to learn lessons and grow and evolve our soul. And many of us are also here now to help this planet in these times of ascension, which I can talk about another time. Number 9, be present. Your happiest moments happened when you were completely present. I bet if you look back on the happiest memories, you'll see, oh wow, I was actually not on my phone. I was not watching Netflix, right? I was totally present in the moment, experiencing whatever you were experiencing. That's what I realized when I look back on my life. So don't be afraid to put down your phone and just be, right? You don't have to look at your phone every time you get a spare moment. Go out in nature, hang out with your favorite friends, laugh, do fun things, travel, right? Just be in the now. That's where you will find your happiness. Not in the future, not by looking back in the past, when you're here now. Number 10, meditating is the solution to solving most of your problems. I find that when I meditate daily, my life just goes so much more easily. And that's because when you meditate, you connect to your higher self and you're more in touch with your higher self throughout the day, which means you take decisions that your higher self approves of and not just your ego, right? And I also find that it helps that if I have a problem, I say the problem in my head, I meditate, and then after the meditation, I usually have a solution on what to do and I write it down. So try that next time you have a problem. And don't forget to meditate daily, at least 10 minutes every day, preferably in the morning. Number 11 is that we always wake up dehydrated. So start every morning with a big glass of water. So I know this is a little bit gross, but if you look at your pee in the morning, you will see that it's like dark yellow. That means that your body is dehydrated. So this happens every morning. So what you want to do is, as soon as you wake up, have a big glass of water. You want it to be warm, right? Because that really will help flush out the toxins. And an extra bonus if you add some lemon to it, because that will really alkalize your body as well. Number 12, don't be a victim. Take full responsibility for your life and where you are now in your life and move towards your dreams. You are powerful and can achieve anything. Take full responsibility for your life and what you have attracted into your life and move towards your dreams. You are so powerful and you can achieve anything as long as you are not in that victim mentality that, oh no, this happened at work. Oh no, why does this always happen to me? I'm so unlucky, right? The moment you start accepting responsibilities for those things, that's when the magic will really happen in your life. And you will start attracting good things into your life, opportunities, money, right? You will move so much quicker to your goals and your dreams if you take full responsibility for your life. Number 13 is that you are never really alone. You have loving spirit guides who protects you and helps you so you will not die before your time. And they will give you guidance, help you towards your dreams by giving you nudges and showing you things, right? And you have soul connections, right? You could call it like a soul family who incarnate with you and help you grow and help you on your earth journey. And these are often your best friends. It could be partners, right? Another word for it is soulmates, right? We all incarnate with them. We never come into Earth alone. This is truly what I believe. Number 14, 9/11 was an inside job. Number 15, your biggest obstacles in life is your own limiting beliefs. And they can be both conscious or unconscious. You might think that it's your circumstances that are your biggest obstacles, for example, your parents, or the wealth you were born with, but these are just limiting beliefs that you have, right? Because if you don't see your parents as an obstacle, or you can even make them as a way to motivate you to get out of your crappy situation, right? To get out of living with your parents. Same with wealth. You can use that these money problems as a way to motivate you to get out of your situation. So there really isn't any excuses. It's just about your limiting beliefs and looking at things differently. Because I truly believe nothing is inherently good or bad. It's just how you're looking at things. If you see a thing as something to learn from, something good, or if you see it as an obstacle, something bad that you cannot change. That's completely up to you. Number 16, successful people are the ones with successful habits. Okay, we are what we repeatedly do. If you read books about millionaires and how they reached their success, you will see that they all have strict daily habits, right? They often wake up super early. They might wake up 5 a.m. and meditate for an hour, or do, I think Tony Robbins do a certain breathing every morning. And then they might work for 2 hours in the morning, take a break, go swimming in the sea, write gratitude journals, journal their days and what they can improve, what went wrong, what went good during the day. They all have habits that they do on a daily basis, because it's the little things that we do that have a big impact. So if you every day do a little bit of work towards your goal, then that will build up. It will become like a snowball effect, how you will just quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker get to your goal. Number 17, take a few minutes out of your day to write down what you are grateful for. Gratefulness is a very high vibration to be in. And you want to be in that state every day to attract your dream life. That's what I teach in my course, Raise Your Vibrations to Attract Your Dream Life. So I recommend that you write down every morning what you're grateful for. And I know that some days that's really difficult to do. You might feel like, I'm broke, I just broke up with my boyfriend, everything is shit, that is nothing I can be grateful for about. But it can be something very simple, like the sun shining on your face that gives you D vitamin, that makes you happy. It could be the coffee you had this morning. It could be that you have a roof over your head, a funny Netflix series that you're watching. Anything. There's always something to be grateful for. And every time you write down these things and you really feel them, then you do increase your vibrations, which will attract good things into your life. Number 18 is that life is beautiful. Sure, sometimes it might feel like a little roller coaster, right? We have our moments of pure joy where everything is going great and everything goes to shit. We get depressed. We don't want to live anymore. And then something good happens and then something bad. But there is a reason why we came to Earth. And that is to grow as souls. And if we just had a really mundane life, if we just had a really non-exciting life with just going to work, going home, watching TV, and just being quite happy, then we wouldn't really grow, wouldn't we? We would just have to repeat the reincarnation over and over again until we grow, right? That's why some people have it so tough in life. They've taken on many things to grow as souls and get rid of limiting beliefs they had. So just know that when life hits you, it's like life is like a video game, right? It's like a video game, and suicide would be game over, right? But who wants to give up in a game? No, we come here to win, right? So just be grateful for both your ups and your downs. They're there to teach you something, for you to release old limiting beliefs. They could have been there for lifetimes, right? So be grateful for it, and just be happy that you're here on earth right now in these exciting times of ascension. Number 19, life is better with avocados. Enough said. Number 20, every person is creative and should take time for their creativity every week. So you might think that you're not a creative person, but I think many of us associate creativity with like drawing or singing or playing an instrument. But creativity could be so much more. For example, I'm not really a fan of drawing, but I love to write. That's why I have my blog, The Spirit Nomad. I really, really like to write. So that is being creative, right? We all have something creative that we love to do. And if you literally can't think of any creative hobbies that you like to do, then I suggest you find it, right? Go to meetups and do things that you never would have done. Maybe like to do, what is it called? Like pottery, right? You can make pots, make clay things, or try knitting, take up knitting. Or start writing or holding speeches like a Toastmaster. Make it really your mission to try to find out what you are passionate about. Because like I said also previously, your passion has a very strong tie to your purpose. So you should really, really prioritize finding what you are passionate about, and that really activates the creative part of your brain. Number 21 is to eat like they do in the blue zones on Earth. So what are the blue zones? So these are places in the world where people live the longest. So we have the Okinawa Islands in Japan, I think Sicily in Italy, and a few others. And what they have in common is that 95% of their daily food intake are vegetables, fruits, legumes, and grains. So yeah, I know that it's very difficult to know what kind of diet you should have, because there are studies about all food, and it's both negatives and positive about the same foods. Like, for example, soy products. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. Meat, dairy. You can find studies confirming that it's good or that it's negative everywhere. So just keep it simple and see what people who live the longest eat, and just follow that. Number 22, to attract wealth, don't ask yourself, how can I make money? Ask yourself, how can I be of service? To learn more tips on how to attract money into your life fast, I have actually made a video about that. I will link to it. It's called how to manifest money effortlessly, or something like that. So why should you not ask yourself, how can I become rich? Why should you ask yourself, how can I be of service? Well, when you are in the mindset of wanting to help people, then the universe wants to help you, right? The universe wants us to help each other and help Mother Gaia, right? So it's a very, very powerful mindset to be in. How can I be of service? How can I help people with what I have available? Also, if you just ask yourself, how can I make money? You might end up choosing something that you're not really passionate about. For example, I built a dropshipping store because I heard that's how the digital nomads make money. But actually, I was not passionate about it at all. And it's been many times where I've just chosen something that I just heard that's a way to make money, so let's try it. So ask yourself, how can I be of service? Number 24 is you cannot reach fulfillment without going out of your comfort zone. I know it's very easy to be in your comfort zone and never challenge yourself, but I've noticed that when I have gone outside of my comfort zone, I've learned so much from it, and many of those moments have also been the best moments in my life. For example, starting a YouTube channel. terrifying, terrifying. I was judging myself so much for what I said and how I said it. But now I'm getting so much support from you guys, and I'm meeting new people from all over the world, and it's just so rewarding. So don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone, especially when it is to do something that you love, something that you want to share. Number 25, don't be afraid to say no. So I have always been really bad at this. In Sweden, we don't want to cause conflict. We do anything to avoid conflict. So I used to just agree with everyone, do anything that anyone asks me to do, and it's not often been a good idea. Listen to your heart and what you actually want to do. If there's some people that you don't want to meet because they drain your energy, they might be energy vampires, then say no. Don't engage with them, and just be around people that inspire you and uplift you. And the same with for example, alcohol. I've never really liked alcohol, but I've always said yes to it because I don't want to disappoint people or like seem the odd one out. But now I don't really care. I just want to do things my way. And what I found is when I do things my way, I attract similar people to me, instead of just attracting everyone because I'm just agreeing with everyone. You can't make everyone happy. Number 26, the real currency is time. So I used to work at Google in Dublin, and I made a lot of money, which, I mean, who doesn't like money? But my job took my entire days. I did not have much time to just enjoy myself and travel, explore, have fun. I was stuck in the office all day, and although it was a nice office, I felt so trapped. And I realized that although working at Google is amazing, it's a really cool office, it didn't give me fulfillment. Time is so important, and now I might be earning slightly less than what I did at Google, but I have a lot of time and a lot of freedom to do what I really love. And I think that is so valuable. And that's why I really recommend that you get passive income in some way. So it could be starting a blog, so you get money from affiliate links and people buying your courses, or YouTube revenue, whatever. Or it could be investing in cryptocurrency or other investments, stock dividends. Try to make money comes to you even when you're sleeping. Okay, so not only when you work. Don't just exchange your time for money. Number 27 is, it is okay to walk around every day in yoga pants. You don't have to wear jeans. So if you know me, I hate jeans. I hate jeans and bras. Most in the entire world. I feel it's just so uncomfortable, especially after a big meal. How I just want to open all the buttons, and I feel so restricted. So nowadays, I'm mostly wearing either yoga clothes or a dress. That is what I feel most comfortable in. And during my early 20s, I would just wear what everyone else was wearing, which was jeans, tight clothes, bras. Now I don't care, because it's my life and I want to be comfortable. I don't want to wear restrictive clothes. So don't feel guilty if you want to wear something that most of society don't wear all the time. Just wear what feels comfortable to you. And then the last one, 28, is that we are all one. I believe we are all a big ocean of God, and we are God particles. We are God particles, and in that way we are all one. And that's why we should all support each other. And I think that's a big, big lesson that we're here to learn, that we are all one. We should all support each other and help one another. Let me know what you have learned in your lives in the comments, and which ones resonated the most of the ones that I shared. I would love to hear that. And now the gift that you have been waiting for. I have created a guide called How to Find Your Purpose in 2 hours, right? If you follow this guide, you will know in 2 hours what your purpose on earth is. I'm so excited to share it with you. I will link to it in the description, and let me know what you think. All right, have a beautiful day. Bye.